Let us each one turn to our God and let us pray. Most High God, please join us as we celebrate this graduation ceremony. On this day, we pause to give you thanks for the ability to learn and grow and for the accomplishment of a dream. On this day, we pause to give you thanks for all those who have made so many sacrifices to make this day possible. And on this day, we pause to give you thanks for the staff and faculty, for their leadership and wisdom that became a light for the path ahead. In gratitude we pray. Amen.
Good morning. My name is Libby Madry, and I am the Vice Chairman of the Board of Trustees. I would like to welcome all of you to the 2016 Summer Commencement. This is a special day as we recognize the achievements of our graduates. Graduates, congratulations on this special day. It has been an honor for our college to have you as a student. Our faculty and staff have worked hard to prepare you for transfer to a four-year university or to enter into the workforce with a technical or vocational degree. You have certainly worked hard to prepare yourself. Please continue to dedicate your life to learning and striving to be the best that you can be. It is a tough and competitive world, but you are now equipped with the tools to be successful. I challenge each of you to build on what this college has provided you, and you will be ready for the challenges that will be presented to you. Our college will always be here to serve you in any way that we can, and I hope that you will give back to the college to help others who want to walk in your footsteps. To the families that are here today, thank you for supporting these graduates. Without your support, many of them would not be in this position of honor today. Graduates, we wish you well, and we thank you for making us and our college better.
Good morning. My name is Mark Kinlaw, and I am the president of Rockingham Community College. I, too, would like to add my personal greetings to the audience and the graduates and welcome everyone to our 2016 Summer Commencement Ceremony. This morning, we are gathered to honor the students of the summer graduating class of 2016. This is their day. Graduates, I extend to you my congratulations, and I want to thank you for selecting Rockingham Community College to further your education. I believe I can speak for all of our faculty, staff, and Board of Trustees in saying that it has been our privilege to be a part of your life. You have done well, and you have accomplished a lot. Today is a significant point in your life as you have reached an important milestone. To get to this point, you have had to study hard. You have had to make sacrifices. Your family has had to make sacrifices for you. There have been days that things went well and things seemed to fall into place, but there have been days when you probably wondered what you got yourself into or wondered how you could balance college with all the demands in life. You have made it, but please understand learning is a lifelong process. Never ever stop learning. Always have the will to learn. Take what you have learned and go make a difference in the world. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I want to recognize several groups that support and/or a significant part of our college. First, I would like to recognize our Board of Trustees. Our board is a dedicated group of people who set the direction of our college. They give their time and talent to this college, and I can tell you they make decisions based on what is best for our college and particularly for our students. I ask that our Board of Trustees please stand for you to recognize them. I would like to recognize our vice presidents, associate vice presidents, dean, our professional staff and support staff that have all played a major role in the success of our graduates. Would these people please stand? I would like to recognize our faculty. Graduates, this is the group of professionals that have had the greatest impact on your life here at the college. They have worked with you every day to make sure that you received a quality education. They have instructed you in the content of your chosen field. They have taught you technical skills that you would need to be successful in your major. They have taught you the soft skills that you would need to be successful in the business world and at a university if you are transferring. But most importantly, they have challenged you to think differently, to consider new perspectives, and to think globally. You are a different person because of them. You are now equipped to enter the world of work or to transfer to a university to continue your education. They have had the greatest impact on you. I hope that you have thanked them for what they have done for you. Will our faculty please stand? We have with us other distinguished faculty who have emeritus status. They are seated with our retirees and can be recognized by their distinctive white stoles that are worn over their shoulders. Our college has a strong retiree association. These folks help to contribute to the growth and history of this college through their work when they are employed and now through the retiree association. Finally, I want to recognize special guests that are here with us today, including any elected officials, our legislative delegation, county commissioners, school board members, administrative staff from our school system, and our early college administration. It's good to have all of you with us here today, and we appreciate your support. Now I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker for today's ceremony, Dr. Jay Donaker, who is serving his third term as mayor of the city of Reidsville. Dr. Donaker's life can be characterized as one in which both education and service to his community stand out as important values that are evident in his personal and professional life. Dr. Donaker is a graduate of Gettysburg College, the University of Pennsylvania, and the Ohio State University. His professional career has been devoted to the practice of veterinary medicine, which is service as a practice partner at Reidsville Veterinary Hospital and Pfizer Animal Health. Dr. Donaker currently serves as Chief Veterinarian of Convetra, Incorporated. But beyond his professional activities in veterinary medicine, Dr. Donaker has served his community in a number of ways, not only as mayor of Reidsville, but in leadership roles for the Reidsville YMCA, Horsepower, a therapeutic riding center, the Rockingham County Horsemen's Association, Boy Scouts of America, and his local church. He says that his desire to give back to the community is an important way to help our area become a better place to live and work. I invite you to join me in welcoming to Rockingham Community College, Dr. Jay Donaker, Mayor of the City of Reidsville.
I have to say that when I went to Ohio State, it was Ohio State University, not the Ohio State University that we all hear about now. First, thank you, Dr. Kinlaw, faculty and trustees of RCC, parents especially, family and graduates for inviting me to speak to you today on such a momentous occasion. I have to confess this is my first time speaking at a college commencement, but I am honored to be able to do this. I've attended quite a few commencements over the years, including both mine and members of my family. Like most people of my generation, my father was the first in his family to graduate from college, thanks to the GI Bill. This provided a step up in our lives, and he and Mom instilled in my brothers and sisters the incredible gift and opportunity that education provides. Today, I'd just like to take a little bit of your time to take just a few moments and pass on to you insights that my education and my witness of education in others has provided. First, as a rule, what I call table stakes, whether you realize it or not, for the next 40 to 50 years, you're going to be working. This is I'm not saying this to startle you or scare you. It's a fact of life. What many don't realize is that during this life is going to throw a lot of curveballs to you, in which on average we're going to make 3 to 4 major course corrections in our work life. The thing to remember is that education will be the answer to how best to handle these curveballs, and it will allow us to adapt to these changes. The days of working for the same employer for 30 years is fast disappearing. And even if you do work for 30 years, you're going to find that there's still going to be years in which you will need to continue to work to either provide for your family or to sock away additional retirement savings. RCC will be a large instrument to deliver the continuing education that you will need to adapt to the changing work environment. Those receiving certificates, diplomas, and degrees today know already that you're in a fast-changing environment. My prediction is that within a few years, you will need continuing education to update what you have just learned. We all know how quickly technology is advancing. You will be a part of that. Education has had, personally, a huge impact on my life. Just last year, I was pitched a curveball being part of the downsizing of a very large corporation. So here I was, 35 years out of veterinary school, being told, thanks for all your efforts, but your position has been eliminated. But because I had a previous degree and some previous experience, I was able to be considered for a senior position in a startup and won the position, which, by the way, I just got back from California 2 days ago, and we got funding for another year and a half. So we were working on fumes up until yesterday. So this is all good. But because of that previous degree, I was able to step up to this additional responsibility and also to convince people that I could do the job that they needed to have done, and I've delivered. It also illustrates to you that you can teach an old dog new tricks. 15 years ago, I left veterinary practice and had a major career change. And again, because of a willingness to be re-educated, I was able to adjust and continue to provide for my family, stay here in Reidsville, and grow as a person. Rick Leinecker at that time was an instructor here at RCC. And by working with him with the startup, he taught me about computers and the emerging IT world, which at that time was kind of a scary proposition. This allowed me to very easily transition into the corporate pharmaceutical world, which relies very heavily on internet technology. It also allowed me to continue to raise my family here in Reidsville and Rockingham County. Which brings up a second point about how important my family has been, both in growing up and providing for my family. As life has thrown challenges my way, time and time again, I learned how important my family and my education is. Ann and I moved our family here 29 years ago, and what drew us here was the warm, welcoming, inclusive, live and let live attitude shown by so many when we visited. Over the years, this has continued, and we love being here. By being mayor for 11 years and participating in numerous community initiatives is a very small way for me to say thank you. With your certificates, diplomas, and degrees, you now have a ticket to continue on your path of development, not only professionally, but personally. These educational milestones are helping you to focus where your passion is professionally. At the same time, you are also discovering other passions in your life. Please chase these dreams and passions, being sure to remember that wherever they take you, that Reidsville and Rockingham County will always be here waiting for your return. Basically, over the years, everyone determines not only what they will be doing for a career, but who they will spend their life with and where they will spend it. This is why I want to remind you again that just like your career, you will have some major changes in your life. Please remember, not only RCC for your educational needs, but also Rockingham County and Reidsville. Many are going to leave homes as single people, and as you transition to families, please consider to come back to your roots. It is becoming easier and easier to commute to work both physically and virtually. In my case, the position I have now traditionally has been considered an in-house headquarters position. But because of the internet and the amazing technological advances, I am able to perform my responsibilities basically here in Reidsville. The same will be true for you too, even more so as time moves on. Thirdly, we are all becoming members of what is being called the sandwich generation. That is a term describing a family that is not only raising children, but also providing care for your elderly parents. For those going in the medical profession of this class, this shift will affect your job market directly and your family life in years to come. Again, don't forget about Reidsville and Rockingham County. We are opening our senior center in Reidsville to serve all of Rockingham County. And as your parents age, we have a solution here in Rockingham County that is not available in many other places. We are one of the first communities to invest in a center such as this in North Carolina. Here is a fact that at the moment may not resonate with you, but will as we all grow older. In North Carolina, the average cost per person for nursing home care is $27,834 annually. But if you provide the same care in-home, the cost is $896 annually. My point is, by being progressive as a community, we are building a bridge for the future that will provide you the ability to care for your families and your parents in the years to come here in Rockingham County in a very cost-efficient way. Please don't forget this. We want you to grow and discover yourself, but please keep in the back of your mind, we want you and your dependents to return with all that you have learned to add to the fabric of our community. This means that Reidsville and Rockingham County will need to continue to be a warm, hospitable community that it has been, but not only remembering our past, but by embracing whatever the future brings. This can be intimidating at times for us in this older generation, but there will be no better partner to guide us in these changing times than our own younger, educated generation. Finally, please remember these two things. When life throws you curveballs, and it will, remember Rockingham Community College. We'll be here to educate you and to meet these challenges. And also, Rockingham County and Reidsville will always be here for you too. So congratulations for a job well done. And to paraphrase the immortal words of Pat McDonald of Timbuk 3, I believe your future is so bright you're going to need to wear sunglasses. Thank you.
Please join me in thanking Dr. Donaker for being with us today as our speaker. Dr. Donaker, would you come forward to receive this token of our appreciation for being a part of our commencement ceremony? I now invite Dr. Bob Loudermilk, Vice President for Student Development, to join me to assist with the conferral of the degrees and presentation of diplomas.
I'm going to ask the candidates for graduation to please stand. President Kinlaw, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I present to you these candidates for graduation. I certify that these persons have fulfilled the graduation requirements for their respective programs of study as prescribed by the college and the North Carolina Community College system, and recommend that you confer upon them the certificates, diplomas, and degrees for which they have qualified.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Rockingham Community College and under the statutes governing community colleges in the state of North Carolina, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate certificate, diploma, or associate degree with all of the rights, honor, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereto as graduates of Rockingham Community College.
Graduates, with the exception of the first row to my left, other graduates will be seated, please. The graduates will come forward as they are directed and their names are called. The chairperson of our Board of Trustees will greet each graduate. Each graduate will also receive an RCC pin from the Rockingham Community College Foundation. Please note that some graduates are receiving certificates and diplomas or diplomas and degrees. Individual names are called at the time the graduate receives the higher of the credential. I request that the audience respect the solemnity of this ceremony and treat all of our graduates with dignity and respect during this aspect of the ceremony. Please refrain from outward expressions that may cause the next graduate's name not to be heard. Because space is limited and in order not to impede the movement of our graduates, we ask family and friends not to come to the front for photographs. Now, graduates, please come forward as the marshals direct you. President Kinlaw, I present the graduates receiving diplomas. Practical Nursing, Adrena C. Bannerman. Miranda Chamberlain Brim. Brittany Marie Brunette. Brittany Nicole Cass. Jessica Harden, Dean's List. Rachel Leanne Ivy. Jennifer Brooke Myrick. Berenice Villegas. Marquita Wall. Michael Blue Watkins. Megan Elise Whitty. In surgical technology, Ethlyn McCoglis Bailey, graduating high honors. Lindsay Ann Evans, graduating high honors. Courtney Joanne Joyner. Crystal Marie Martin, graduating with high honors. Jenna Caroline Middleton. Crystal Doss Miller, graduating with honors. Heather Nicole Orr, graduating with high honors, 4.0 GPA. Lee Chi Hung Pham, graduating with high honors. Victoria Grace Roberts. Matresa Nicole Siemens, graduating with high honors. Olivia Grace Seiler. These are graduates receiving the Associate in Applied Science degree, Business Administration. Hamonica Toriel Clark. Laquita Siobhan Fuller. Rodney Galden Jr., graduating today, high honors. In cosmetology, Amber Scott. In criminal justice technology, Casey Brana Strader. In electronics engineering technology, Andrew Kyle Cipriani. Harley Chase Donathan. Keenan Warren Pruitt. Andrew Tyler Shelton. In medical office administration, Jessica Brooke Broom. Michaela Danielle Manring. Graduates receiving the Associate in Arts degree, Jordan Danielle Hembry, graduating with high honors and Phi Theta Kappa. Benjamin Jason Lynch. Mahogany Kanisha Pratt. Megan Bethany Radford. Leslie Salvador Vallejo, graduating with high honors. Meredith Stone, Dean's List. Jose Emmanuel Zarate Hernandez.
Would the summer 2016 graduating class please stand? Graduates, the tassel on your mortarboard is currently on the right, which is the traditional location for students who have not completed their degree. Now that your degree has been conferred, you may now turn your tassel so that it is on the left of your mortarboard. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Rockingham Community College's summer graduating class of 2016. Dr. Douglas McElroy will now come and offer the benediction, and following the benediction, I ask everyone to remain standing at your places until the recessional has concluded, and I also remind you that a reception in the Student Center follows the ceremony. Thank you.
May we pray. And now may the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.